we give to you your feature presentation. Presenting
Down for the 123 podcast. Hello everyone and welcome to Down for the 123 podcast episode number 45. Holy shit, there's 45 episodes of this. Wow. I'm not gonna lie guys, this is gonna be one short and quick ass podcast. We're looking about half an hour purely because I'm just a bit busy. I will be back ready for tomorrow though. Big day tomorrow. Draft day. It is. But yeah, just been busy. I don't know why. Like, been doing shit. But on the plus side, if you want to go check out the YouTube channel right now, we have, I believe, all of them bar the Sasha. The only match from Battleground I have not simulated is the Battleground match between Sasha Banks, Charlotte, Dana Brooke, and then her partner, whoever it may be. And that is just because we don't know who the bitch is going to be with, so fuck it. But yes, just check out the YouTube channel. But yeah, just a couple of things that I want to go, just let you guys know ahead of tomorrow, Wagwan, and what the fuck's going on tomorrow. So, the schedule for the podcasts are going to be Tuesday, regular Monday Night Raw review, as usual, as par, right? Then, and then we'd look at something to discuss at the end. If there's like one big news story or fucking whether it's predictions for Battleground or whatever it may be. Whatever it is, shit's going to be at the end of this. So normally, normal pay-per-view week, at the end of this podcast, at the end of Monday Night Raw review, I'd give you guys the podcast, the predictions for Battleground, but I'm not. I'm going to leave that for tomorrow's video, for tomorrow's podcast. So normally, just so you guys know, it's me on a Tuesday, Monday Night Raw review with either predictions or just something else at the end of the podcast, like a discussion or something. And then the next day, obviously, we're reviewing the SmackDown, and then with the news of the week. So Tuesday to Tuesday worth of, or Wednesday to Wednesday, sorry, worth of news in that in the podcast. So yeah, that is just the schedule for me at the moment. That's the way shit's gonna get run. Normally I've got that nice little day in between, but fuck it. Probably no more NXT, just because NXT normally, like, it comes out on a Wednesday night, and these podcasts will get, they'll be putting up during the day, so this won't be time for me to just put NXT out, which I'm not that worried about, purely because NXT is just a bit fucking boring right now. But I did say this is a really short podcast, and I've just spent the last fucking 3.5 minutes just talking about some bullshit. So without any further doubt, let's crack on with a bit of WWE Monday Night Raw results and review for July 18th. Oh yes. This was a good Monday Night Raw. And obviously there's a lot of fucking hype just going into fucking this Monday Night Raw in general, probably because the draft is looming, it's excited times, and this opening segment genuinely got my balls very, very happy, if that makes any sense. So straight away the show opened with Stephanie McMahon announcing that Raw, welcome everyone to a Raw, and then obviously good old Shane McMahon comes out and disturbs her. They have a good bit of back and forth. This opening segment just in general was funny, it was fun, yes, it was good, it was just probably one of the best moments. When it comes to awards later on, it'll probably be the moment of the night, because it was just so good. But anyway, yeah. So basically the Stephanie McMahon and Shane McMahon had a bit of back and forth, which then resulted into Stephanie McMahon announcing that Raw would have exclusive rights to the Cruiserweight division. Holy fucking shit. That means a couple of people from the Cruiserweight Classic are going to get pushed up to the main roster straight away. Wow. Wow. Holy shit. And this just makes it sum up quite nicely, because I can see people like Neville, Sami Zayn getting put onto Monday Night Raw, and then people like Kevin Owens, I believe. I don't know if he's a Cruiserweight and shit, but who else is a Cruiserweight? I'm trying to think of someone look like Kalisto. Boom. On Monday Night Raw. So you can kind of see where people are going to go. You can kind of try and figure it out a little bit. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes, I suppose. And then she went on to announce Mick Foley as the Raw General Manager. Right, so at the moment, Raw is 3 hours. They've got Mick Foley as a GM, and rights like exclusive, but just basically they've just exclusively got the Cruiserweight division. Now, is this gonna fill up? Like, because does this mean that like you're gonna get big names get put onto, like old names get put onto Monday Night Raw, or are you gonna get the veterans and the, you know, the Chris Jerichos and Randy Ortons and people like that? On SmackDown, you know, it's very, who knows where anyone is really gonna go. So it's very exciting times. And then good old Shane McMahon announced that his general manager is no other than Daniel Bryan, which got leaked last week, which is a bit gutting. But like, geez, that's just gutting that you've like it got spoiled, because that would have been such a great little surprise. Because people already knew, they're already chatting. Yes. A shame, but you can't really moan when you've got fucking Daniel Bryan as Raw GM, I suppose. Yeah, and then we got a couple of rules about the draft. So it basically says that Raw is going to have the first draft pick. And I'm going to elaborate on this later on, because there's some stuff that happened during Monday Night Raw, or should I say at the end of Monday Night Raw, and the announcement that got made later on in the night after Monday Night Raw finished, which kind of makes sense on what's going to happen and so on and so forth. So yeah, Monday Night Raw are going to get the first draft pick, and then for every 2 draft picks SmackDown get, Raw will get a third. So, you know, it will go like, I think if I'm off the top of my head, it will go Raw, SmackDown, Raw, SmackDown, Raw, SmackDown. And that's how it's going to work. Yeah, which I think just it obviously makes sense purely because they've got a bigger show. Like, the 3 hours, you need to fill it up. It just makes sense. Why not? And then we also got told that 6 NXT superstars will be drafted to the you know, will be involved in the draft. So it's pretty much hit the nail on the fucking head, right? I think a live event over the weekend, you had Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, Chad and Gable. No, not Chad and Gable. Just Chad Gable and Jason Jordan. Yeah. Basically American Alpha and Bayley all having a weird like kind of thing in the middle of the ring, and they're all celebrating and shit. They did like the little Bullet Club in the middle, and then did Shinsuke Nakamura's little little entrance thing on the ropes, and it was basically there are 5 of the 6. Now, the only other person who makes sense, so personally what I think's gonna happen is you're gonna get, obviously, well, 5 are basically confirmed. Obviously Finn, American Alpha, Shinsuke and Bayley. they're the 5, but it said 6, and the only genuine person I can actually think of is Hideo Itami. He has returned into, for what's it called? He's returned in to like full competition. Like, he's back from his injury. He's been back for a while, but he's only been doing live shows. He hasn't been doing any NXT tapings, and I just feel like that might make a bit of sense. The only other person I can generally think of is like someone like Ty Dillinger, who's just been in NXT for so long, that it just would make sense to bring them up. Or you're looking at a diva. So the three women's wrestlers that pop into mind is Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss, and Carmella. Now they're the only ones that really make sense right now. I feel like they would just do it just to make it, just give it a bit more sense. 4 lads, 4 males and 2 females. It just makes sense. You can split that evenly in the middle with 2 males, and then a female on each different brand. So it just does make a lot of sense. But anyway, fucking SmackDown. Let's just get on to some matches. So basically what they did is filled up Monday Night Raw with as many big ass tag team matches as they could, because of they might potentially never happen again. Okay. So first match we had Sami Zayn and Cesaro, go against Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. So the match ended with Sami Zayn getting a reverse schoolboy roll up from Chris Jericho into a inside cradle type thing to get the win. Basically, he got a fucking fruit roll up victory for the faces to go over there. Good match, I suppose. Everyone got their little fair share in. There was a much. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my god, bless me. I'm leaving that on the podcast. Fuck it. We're just like in the middle of a heat blaze right now. I've got the fan to my back. I'm sweating and freezing at the same time. It's just not good. Anyway, personally, I don't know where. I'm not even going to try and predict where these people are going, because I genuinely have no fucking idea, and we're just going to find out later on today, or in the evening. That is it. We are not going to find out. There you go. Then Darren Young defeated Alberto Del Rio in a one-on-one matchup. The Miz and Maurice were on commentary. They did try to distract Darren Young, but it backfired because he was able to pin Del Rio with like a bridge type roll-up type thing. Cool. That was fun. And then the club and the Wyatt family madness took on the team of John Cena, Enzo, Amore, Big Cass, and the New Day. Just an amazing match. And before this match, we had like a very, very fun, just a good feeling. Like it was all fun and games. It was just a good segment between. First, we had John Cena come out, and then he invited Enzo Amore and Big Cass, and obviously Enzo Amore did his thing. He said something like, the best comment is definitely go to him. He said he was dissing the whole of the club, so he's saying AJ Styles got soccer mum hair. Luke Gallows, he goes, thankfully on Earth we've been gifted some beautiful people. Unlucky for Luke Gallows, he's not one of them. Basically, he's calling him ugly as fuck. And then we got Carl Anderson, and he's got basically called generic as fuck as well, which does make a lot of sense because he's a very generic, basically packaged, wrestler. He just looks like a wrestler, to be fair, like generic ass wrestler. But yeah, so the match was fucking wicked. Like every time I see Xavier Woods wrestle, it impresses me every time. Like, how did this guy not get a singles belt? Because he is so good. It's a joke. Unless his wrestling's really picked up recently. Jeez, this guy's just a bit good, man. Like, very, 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 very good. Like, I don't know what to say, man. It was just, he was just killing it, man. Like, I didn't realise he was such a good wrestler. Just full stop. Didn't realise he was such a good wrestler. So everyone got there. Like, there was that one. There's always that one big segment where everyone got their finishes or signature moves in, and then the whole thing got cleared. But the match did therefore end when Enzo Amore accidentally clotheslined Cena in the mouth and the face, allowing AJ Styles to hit Enzo with Styles Clash for the win, for the club and the Wyatt family to pick up the win. And to mention also, right at the end of the match as well, the Wyatts and the New Day kind of like battled off the ramp, like on the ramp, and then they battled away into like backstage area. Presumably just stopped. And then that finish happened. So yeah, and the next match we had was between Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch, going against Charlotte and Dana Brooke. Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch won by disqualification when Natalia, I fucking can't even talk, attacked Becky Lynch while she was just in her teammate's corner. After the match, Charlotte and Dana Brooke continued the attack on Sasha Banks and just looked like general heels. And then we had a match between Rusev and Sheamus going against Dolph Ziggler and Zack Ryder, and then Rusev forced Ziggler to tap out to the Accolade. Ryder consoled Ziggler after Rusev left. That was really it. It was a bit of a... Some of these matches were like bad squash matches, man. I'm pretty sure there was a match between, it's not written here, and I've missed it. Sin Cara go against... Who the fuck did he go against? Oh, Baron Corbin. He went against Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin basically just squashed Sin Cara in minutes. And then he attacked Sin Cara after the match. And Kalisto made the save. But it was noted that when Kalisto did that, the Lucha Dragons aren't the Lucha Dragons anymore. They are separate wrestlers. They are not going to get drafted together as a team. So most likely that just means Sin Cara's going to get put on SmackDown, and Kalisto's going to get put onto Raw purely because Kalisto cruiserweight division cruiserweight title. Just makes sense that he's on Monday Night Raw. If I was a betting man, I'd put a lot of money in that Kalisto goes to Monday Night Raw. Just a lot. And then we had the main event. So the main event match is the WWE Championship match between Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. So after during the match, near the end of the match, there was good back and forth match, to be fair. And the ref did take a bump near the end of the match. So both men's shoulders. The ref took a bump. He just took a bump, and then both men were on the top rope. I think it was Dean Ambrose that went for a suplex off the top rope. But as he did it, Rollins kind of rolled up, and the both men kind of rolled up, so that both people was teams. Both members' teams were both members' teams. What the fuck am I even talking about? Both Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins' shoulders were both on the mat at the same time. The ref counted it 1, 2, 3, but obviously both met. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins' shoulders were on the mat. So it ended up being a double count out. And then both the CEOs and general managers of both SmackDown and Raw were watching the match from ringside. Then Stephanie, after the match, obviously, once the bell rang, Stephanie raised Rollins' hand and Shane raised Dean's hand, but the ref was non-committed. And then after the match, Stephanie got on the microphone and declared Seth Rollins the winner, handed him the belt. Rollins celebrated while the others argued, and the commentators were not convinced. And then on the WWE after showy type little thing that they did, what happened? Just trying to remember off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure it was something like the ref asked for a replay to be shown on the Titantron. He saw the replay and he tells Lillian Garcia that it was a draw, and therefore still your WWE champion was Dean Ambrose. So that sorted that out, and then right at the end of Raw we got like a little video on YouTube, just popping up on YouTube, and WWE.com. It was a backstage segment between Shane McMahon and Stephanie McMahon, basically saying that there's going to be a rematch tonight on SmackDown Live for the WWE Championship. So Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins are going to have a match tonight on SmackDown for the WWE Championship. Holy fucking shit. Wow. Well, what a Monday Night Raw. Just great shit. Time for some award days. And by award days, I just mean awards. We had worst and best dressed. Now, worst dressed. Worst dressed. Wasn't a big fan of. I just realised, I don't know why, but this week I just realised I do not like Charlotte's attire. It's just not, like, it's just very generic. It's not the best. Yeah, it's not that good. But best dressed Stephanie, my man, you looked a bit good, milfy type today. You just did. Full stop. Worst and best acting. Best acting was gonna go for a double award between Shane and Stephanie McMahon. Their back and forth acting and banter was just great. That opening segment was fantastic. Worst acting, probably Mick Foley. Probably because the whole time during this little promo on the mic, he just kept looking like he was looking at Shane McMahon, and then he kept looking at Stephanie, but Stephanie was stood behind him, and Shane McMahon was kind of like stood like on this other hand, like, so on his left hand side it was Stephanie behind him, and on the right hand side it was Shane McMahon in front of him, and he just kept like he'll look at Shane and he'll like fully like just turn his body around and look at Stephanie for a bit, like mid conversation, and then just turn back. It's just all but fucked up, man. Like, what you doing, mate? Worst and best comment, I don't really know worst comment. I don't really know worst comment. Best comments, there were a lot. There was one segment where JBL even, on a commentary saying, "Oh, I wish Byron Saxton got drafted to the Spanish announce table." And then something else happened after that. I can't remember what it was, but that's funny. Just the general back and forth between Shane McMahon and Stephanie McMahon. Fantastic comments there. But like, even when Stephanie McMahon was like, Shane, you're all sweaty, what's the matter with you? Just funny little back and forth shit. But definitely, comment of the fucking best comment of Monday Night Raw was just Enzo Amore's whole like promo on the club. Fantastic shit. I've spoken about it earlier. Fantastic, yeah. Well done, mate. Best comment. Worst match, probably the Baron Corbin and Sin Cara match. It was just a waste of time. Best match, the 12-man tag match. It was just fun. It was chaos. It was everything you wanted from a 12 fucking man tag match. Fantastic. Worst and best move. I still love watching good old what's it called now? Cesaro do the springboard uppercut corkscrew type thing. It's just such a wicked move, and it just looks so nice on the eye. Fantastic. Worst move. What's the video? Worst move? I suppose I didn't really like the end of the match between Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. I just didn't like the way it ended, really, I suppose. But they needed a reason. I suppose they did need a reason to have the match again to on SmackDown, so I suppose that makes sense. But still, a bit weird. I wasn't a big fan of it. Then we got worst and best moment. Now, worst moment was I don't know, actually. Worst moment, the fact that they had to air that last crucial 5 minutes on the fucking WWE network. Why couldn't you just shove that in the show instead of having stupid squash matches? Like, just chuck that in the... Makes no sense. Best moment, that opening segment, just fantastic. You know, we found out Raw general managers, SmackDown general manager, and obviously the whole cruiserweight thing as well. It was just quality. Well done, WWE. Jeez, you killed it. Well done. And that is it for today's podcast. Look, 25 minutes, short as fuck. I know, I rushed it, but I want to get something out to you guys, because I'm just a bit of a nice guy like that, I suppose. But yeah, this has been it for the 45th episode of Down for the 123 podcast. Obviously, go check out fucking all our Battleground simulations on YouTube. Subscribe over there, leave your comments on who do you think is going to win, what are your thoughts and shit. Tweet me your predictions for Battleground as well, and tweet me your draft predictions if you guys see this before the draft even happens. Tweet me your draft predictions, let me know what you guys think is going to happen tonight. And yeah, I suppose that's been it. So this has been Sucky from Down for the 123 podcast. I want to thank you all for listening, and I will catch you all tomorrow. Holy fucking, that's just weird to say. For the SmackDown and Battleground predictions, that's important. And I want to get some of your Battleground predictions in as well. So, boom, I'll see you there. Cheers.